Hello everybody, welcome back to part 3 of Chocobo Plays Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And there's more to the title, but dear God, I'm not going that long. We are playing a game where we are a soldier taking a vacation with 2 pen pals in North Korea. And admittedly 2 hot pen pals. Now, the last episode we got to their barracks, the power went out, and I deflected the conversation in order to avoid fighting over whether or not Glorious Leader is a complete fraud. So, let's pick up where we left off. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this on the last video. I had a actually really good 4th of July, because I did mention I didn't get a chance to stream the Monster Prom like I wanted to on the 4th because of being out. I got to have wild boar meat and it was amazing. It's like if you've ever had bison and compare that to cow, how it's just like a higher quality cow. It tastes better, feels better. Wild boar or just boar meat is the same thing with pig. It's just a higher quality. And that's probably because they're not being force-fed all the crap we force-feed animals on the farm. And the animals are also out in the wild, moving around more and doing their thing. And if you're wondering where in the States you get wild boar, well, they're not native to the area, but they're all over like your southeastern and to the midwestern part of the country, and they are a problem. So they are encouraged to be hunted, and they are delicious. So if you ever get the opportunity to try wild boar, I highly encourage it. So, again, I put the disclaimer in the last episode in the description. We ended on the description of Glorious Leader telling everyone to do yoga when the power goes out. So, Leader of Korea plus yoga outfit equals vomit inducer. And if Google Kim Jong-un, and you'll understand why that statement's here. That's glorious, Leader, to you, Yankee. And it appears that Yuji has developed the power of reading my thoughts. And does your glorious leader do yoga himself? Of course, he has been known to lead the entire army in morning yoga. He even invented his own style of yoga based on rare creatures. I think he called it Mi Pika Auth Chu Yoga, or Wild Cat and Mouse combined in English. Have you done his yoga classes? And I sound like the whitest person trying to read non-white... I was about to say non-white language, non-English. Why, yes, he provided us all the special yoga clothing. And he would inspect our form from the back of the room while instructing. Well, I can't fault him. Yoga pants are a gift to mankind. Yeah, my neighbor, she wears yoga pants from time to time. And I have to agree with that statement. And I'm not a pig, so please don't read too much into that. I have guy friends who've done yoga and look like beached whales trying to get back into the ocean. So it's all contextual. Except when Gunny bought a pair. God, there's another image burned in my brain. Thankfully that one does nothing because I don't know who Gunny is. So what do we do while we wait for the electricity to come back on? I mean, I guess we could all just take a nap. You have group napping in the United States? Not really. Well, not at least after kindergarten. But I just meant as a way to pass time, not as group activity. We are missing some of the ingredients for kimchi. Not again. I would happily group nap. Side note, you could do professional cuddling in Japan. A lot of guys that are too shy or timid or just uncomfortable around women can pay to cuddle with one. And on the converse, there are women who will pay, unfortunately for half of us, they have to be attractive looking, so like that would probably count me out. They pay men to sit and listen and entertain them at parties. So, again, they have different stuff over there. We could walk to the local mart and see if there's anything there to pick up, unless you prefer under-seasoned kimchi. I do know most Americans are not accustomed to eating spicier foods. They clearly do not teach you about Tex-Mex or Cajun cuisine, do they? To be fair, neither of those come close to having, like, what they're talking about. Of course not. American cuisine is an abomination. Hey. Flavorless, colorless, lifeless, all processed at speedy slop joints. Like King Donald's. It's amongst the most inferior cooking in the world. I really don't feel like correcting your myopic view of American food. Let's all just get the ingredients you need. Yes, let's all get along. We're all friends here. We're not abducting you and holding you to get military secrets. And it's a bit of a walk to the market to get what we need. We're walking? I figured we'd ride in the See No Korea, Hear No Korea, Speak No Korea mobile again. Why the attitude? You're in the military. You know we can't freely allow foreigners to see direct routes between points. But walking from our barracks to a market gains you no useful information. Yeah, not for nothing. You're supposed to be a soldier. You should understand their perspective here. He does have, what do Westerners call it? Spunk. Yes, I think that's it. But come along, let's go get what Inuji or Yunji needs. She grasps my hand and I clam up again. I can't say I'm unhappy, but I'm not great with girls. Doesn't matter. They like you. Just go with the flow. You are a protagonist in a visual novel. You are going to have no problem with the girls. It does not seem Jiyoung has a problem with grasping my hand. Maybe she's unaware of what holding hands mean. But I'm not surprised since this is the third time she's done it. But it's surprising that I feel my other hand being grabbed. She blushes. Dad, don't give me a wrong or anything. I'm not doing this because I want to. Just want to make sure you don't go running off. Every single second of this screams captive against your will, and you don't even realize it. We could get in big trouble if we found you walking around without a guide. So I'm just leading you. Don't make anything out of it, okay? It would appear Yunji, on the other hand, is fully aware of what holding hands can mean. Thanks for looking out for me. I roll my eyes when she's not looking. Stop saying weird things like that. I told you, I'm just making sure you don't get lost. I'm sorry. The not painted, not like accented colored fingernails just make it look like little pointy flesh tips. Just freaks me out. And again, I get it. They probably don't have painted nails, but your fingernails tend to be a slightly different coloration than the rest of your skin. They both head out the door, and again, this is hard to do with painting. About 20 minutes later, we're outside a small market. What I've noticed is that we aren't really in the city. Of course you're not. More like the outskirts. We aren't actually in Pyongyang, are we? No, our barracks is in the outside of the city proper. We will be going to visit the city instead of staying in the city. I thought all visitors were supposed to be in the city. I already told you, glorious leader made an exception for you. Now let's hurry up and go in. Taste of Korea. As we walk in, the shopkeeper quickly turns away as he sees me. We start looking around for what Iyunji needs to finish the kimchi. She had mentioned green onions to me, so I made a beeline for the produce. Look at how well stocked the store is! We shall have no problem getting what you need, Iyunji. Korean stores are always so full of delicious and lovingly grown produce. Something seemed off there. Jiyoung has been more casual with how she talks. That last line seemed forced. Yes, it was. I think I know why. I think I know why. As I find the produce, a cursory glance would only give you the impression of having well-stocked stand of vegetables. On closer inspection, no, plastic. What are you muttering over there? Having food is. Why is my character stupid? I mean, this radish right here, it's too shiny. Looking at the wall where the canned goods are gives a smaller impression. I've seen better artwork in a no-budget visual novel where the developer skimped on paying artists. I like this. This game is self-referential. Jiyoung walks over to me with a worried look. We're almost done, please. Don't say anything else. This is something you do not understand, and speaking on it, it's no good. No good? Fine, I'll be a good little soldier. It's nut up or shut up. Oh, that was probably a bad phrase to use with them. Jiyoung smiles at that, though it's hard to tell if it's a smile of relief or nervousness. Yunji walks over to us. Hey, I left my wallet back at the house. Did you bring yours, Jiyoung? No, I thought you had yours. Well, go spend American money. Okay, I'm calling it now. This is an actual store. They just are trying to get money from my character every chance they can. As I said in part 1, their money's not worth anything. And say what you want economically and all that crap with ours. Ours is still worth a crap ton more than theirs. I mean, we're doing better than Japan with the yen. So, you know, the yen's doing better than whatever they use in North Korea. A, because embargo and no outside trade. So, hey, foreign money's good money. Yes, I thought the shopkeeper prefers euros. He'll take the American money. Give me your wallet and I'll go pay. She comes back and I check the billfold area. Doesn't appear to be too ravaged. $1.50 can barely buy soda on base. Fresh produce is basically unheard of. Hell, even that plastic food looks better than some of the stuff I've had on base. I have seen MREs. I can concur. Well, this is settled. Let's go back to the barracks. 20 minutes later. Yeah, I would assume so. The power's back on, and Yuji gets right to work finishing the kimchi. Jiang has turned on the radio. Thank you for tuning in to One Korea Voice. One Korea, One Voice. Here is today's top story. Our glorious leader took a well-deserved day off today by playing a round of golf at Pyongyang Old Course number 1. As expected of the son of our beloved former leader, he shares his father's natural talent for golf. Our glorious leader broke his father's record with a 40 under par 32 for the round. Included in his round was a streak of 9 holes in 1, a feat he has only ever done in... Was a streak of 9 holes in 1, a feat only he has ever done in the world. This is also factually accurate. Because everything is government controlled and government run, the people only know the bullshit they're told. Guess the glorious leader missed his true calling of dominating the world tour of professional golfers. Dinner's ready. Jiang turns off the radio as we both walk over to the dining table. Dinner does look good. Yuji has made a traditional kimchi with kangbap. Some others would call it beans and rice. Wow, this looks delicious, Yuji. She blushes a little at my praise. It's really kind of cute. Well then, Ida Dakamasu. Wait, what was that? You know, the Ida Dakamasu, that thing you say before every meal. Something about I take this food, thanks for making it, right? Idiot. You're mixing your Asian countries. That's Japanese. In Korean it would be Jalmung Gitsumnida. And honestly, we don't do that very often. Often? Try it all. It gets annoying hearing that before every meal. Can I at least say it once? I'd rather not pick up that habit. Just say thanks and eat. Ah, well, thanks, Yuji. The rest of the meal is eaten in silence. But the food was pretty good. Yuji can definitely cook. Afterwards, I helped clear the table and wash the dishes. The girls protested a little, but seemed grateful in the end. It's getting late, though. I think it's time to turn in for the night. Tomorrow we'll present you with some places to go, and one of us will escort you there. Just one of you, why not both? Because it's a visual novel and a potentially dating sim. I have to be able to choose one of you. 3 is a crowd. Plus one of us has to clean up around here some and maybe go to the store to pick up a sleeping mat. Sorry again about the bedroom. I'll try to get some rest, but I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. Excited, nervous, trying not to keel over in horror. Same thing. Yes, I am as well, but we do not need rest. Good night, Jiang. Good night, Yuji. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. They both leave the room, but Yuji pops her head back in quickly. Oh yeah, it's Thursday. We have artillery drills tonight. I can talk. Don't let it scare you. She snickers. Oh yeah, I'll be... Wait, what? Salitu Drimu. Her English really is terrible. Almost like it's kind of unintentionally racist. Good morning, drill instructor! I don't remember setting an alarm last night, and it's not like I need a reminder of them in Korea. Rubbing my eyes for a few minutes, I take a look around. The sun isn't even visible yet. Just a pre-dawn glow creeping over the horizon. It looks like the alarm is blaring from a cell phone sitting on my nightstand. It looks like something out of the 80s. Set to 5:30. 5 goddamn 30. Who sets an alarm this early? Military. Oh, good. You are awake, and I see you found your new phone. For someone as curvy as Jiang, she sure can be sneaky when moving. Yes, I sure did. I think everyone on base could hear this thing go off. It's the latest model of innovative technology. Even citizens of Korea aren't able to get such a phone yet. Don't say anything. Consider it a welcoming gift from our government to you. Do not say anything stupid. She gives a bright smile to me as she says this. Thanks. Yoonji is making breakfast, so please clean up and come out soon. As she exits the room, I finally take a good long look at my new phone. It's a Motorola Dynatech model. What in the... This phone would have been about 30 years ago. In terms of cellular technology, this thing is pretty ancient. I mean, fossilized dinosaur shit ancient. This sucks. I just bought my phone only a month ago. It's almost like I did no research onto going to a third world dictatorship run by a sociopath. Wonder where it is. Some North Korean officials probably swiping through all my stuff as we speak. Now they probably took it, confiscated it, and are trying to reverse engineer it and make their own. Elsewhere. So, what I'm going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for part 3, as we're hitting about close to 17 minutes. I want to keep these under 20. So tune in for part 4 when we continue off in Elsewhere, where we have an officer talking, and we will find out where the plot takes us. And as always, this has been Alan V with Chocobo Plays. Thank you for watching. Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Keep an eye out for part 4. Peace out.